before 9:30 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. We're continuing our Fringe Festival coverage, day 3, and for this next show, get ready for some laughs with a sinister twist.
In the show, Misery Loves Company, Stephen King's Misery is being reimagined in a 2-person improvised comedy horror show. This morning, we're joined by one of the show's stars, Joe Liss, for more. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm wondering, is it possible to even summarize what is going to be going on with this show?
Well, in a nutshell, we're taking the Stephen King movie, the movie version, and what we're doing is we are getting 2 suggestions for we're replacing, because originally, remember, he's Paul Sheldon is a romance novelist.
Yes.
And Annie Wilkes is his #1 fan.
Yes.
So we're doing is we're getting a brand new career that brings you fame.
Oh.
So it can be anything from an archaeologist to a 70s pop singer, and she's still the #1 fan. And then she's going to find out that he's changed his mind, that he's changed his tune, and then she, of course, gets very angry with him, and horror and comedy will ensue. It's going to be very, very funny and very, very scary.
One of the most gruesome scenes in that film, as when it may be the one we were just watching.
Yes.
He's laying in bed and she's got a 2x4 in between his ankles.
Right.
And a sledgehammer is involved.
Yes, yes. He's of course locked in this room in this bed. And she leaves town to, of course, go and get some supplies. And he finds a hairpin, and he opens the door and he goes into the rest of her house, and she finds out he's been rolling around in her home. And she goes, "Well, Paul, we have to make sure you don't go anywhere." So she justifies it by getting a block of wood. I don't want to ruin it, but she calls it hobbling, because that's what they used to do in the diamond mines. In Africa, in the diamond mines, they would, if people were stealing the diamonds, they would hobble them so they couldn't. So that's not very funny, but
no,
we make it funny.
Okay, so we can expect some of those movie highlights in this.
Right. So we take Misery and we take the plot points in the movie, and but that's the only thing that we take from it. Everything else, we make up all the dialogue and the relationships, and and that's the way it comes out.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What sort of challenges do you experience when it comes to this process, either sticking to those plot points or going along with the improv when things might maybe go awry a bit?
Well, that's it. So my partner, Dee Ryan, she has to come up with the idea of, so if I got archaeology, she has to realize, because Paul has this other thing that he's working on, because he doesn't want to write romance novels anymore. So in the movie, he doesn't want to do romance novels. He wants to write his own sort of personal story. And she gets furious with it. She goes, "No, you can't. You've killed Misery. You have to go back to writing romance novels." He says, "I don't want to do that." So that's basically Dee's challenge, is to say, "Oh, I say I'm not an archaeologist anymore. It's all faked. There are actually space aliens that came down to Earth that built the pyramids." And she's like, "Oh, no, that's a lie." And then she makes
And you make up your end of that?
And then I have to make up my end, yes.
Wow.
Right. Or when I was a pop star, she loves my pop music. I said, no, I'm not going to be a pop star anymore. I'm going to be a Christian singer. I reject all of that rock and roll and drugs, and I'm embracing, Christian songs. And then she gets mad about that and makes me burn all of this music that I've written, and then I have to write another pop song.
Let me ask, when you're rehearsing this, because it's improv, who's throwing the ideas at you during rehearsal?
Oh, during rehearsal?
Yeah.
Well, we will get like a book out, and we'll go, "Okay, how about this for an occupation?" We'll say like
Orthodontist.
like orthodontist or a chef.
Okay.
Like a famous chef. So then she finds out he's going to become a vegan chef, and she's like going, "No, you can't be a vegan anymore. This is crazy. You're a meat chef. You should cook with meat." And I go, "No, meat's bad for you." And then she, of course, makes me burn my cookbook, and then I've got to formulate a new meat recipe for her, and then eventually, of course, we tussle I don't know if you know the movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's a horrific ending.
Grill
But
some
we do
steak over the burning pages.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And I make her eat the pages. You know,
yeah.
I can't force feed her the thing. Yes.
Is there ever a time when either you break the fourth wall or maybe there are some audience members who are just reacting in the moment? Do you feed off of that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yes. Because when we try and get the audience as close as we can too. So there's times where I'm in a wheelchair and I may roll into the audience and ask someone to say, hey, could you roll me back in? You know, I'm off the stage or something. Or Dee will go into the audience and roam around because she's shopping for something that Paul needs. And then she'll scare someone in the audience. So, yes. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet there's a lot of people who are looking for that James Caan film before or after seeing this show.
Yes. And the thing about it, the movie is like 35 years old.
Yeah.
So, and it's very accessible, so you can find it, and it's great. And it's crazy because, you know, I mean, Dee, my partner, does most of the heavy lifting because she's Annie Wilkes. So
yeah.
And I'm basically in a bed, and then I'm also in a wheelchair during the play of the show, of the play.
One more time for somebody sitting at home, when, where, how do they get tickets?
You get tickets on the fringe.com website. It's Friday at 5:30. Sunday at 6 p.m. at Soda Black Box, 45 Prince Street in Rochester, New York.
Perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it.